Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. Just going to have a very quick look at the 12Z for today's video. So I had to cancel live stream, been feeling a little bit off colour, rather tired again today. So I cancelled the live stream and I said, but we'd probably do it like a 12Z roundup video, very quick 12Z look ahead video, you know, to make up for not being able to show this live. But it's so much easier to just be able to record videos and like do an hour long live stream, which is always quite tiring. So that's what I'm going to do in a moment. I'm going to talk you through the 12Z. All of the 12Z is updating, or has updated, but ECMWF, the final model, will be finishing updating as we're recording this video, so that'll be the last one that we'll look at. And yeah, we'll see what 12Z have got to say, you know, about the weather going towards Christmas, and in some cases, like GFS, even slightly beyond Christmas. So I shall get on with the in a moment. Just say it's been a busy day at GavsWeatherVids today. So starting with 7 AM upload, and we also release a 10 to 14 day with all of the break features, and there's a long section about latest stratospheric developments with that one. So you know, check out Day's segment. It's done very well, over 3k views already on that video. So thank you so much everybody, and please like, share, subscribe of course on the videos. Right, hope you're having a lovely sunny evening. Right, so let's just have a very quick look at UK Met 12Z first of all. So let's just enable the hover. So we're beginning here on Wednesday, the 15th of December. We've got high pressure to our south and low pressure to our north. So high pressure taking over, and it will be mostly dry and quite warm as well. We push on through Thursday to Friday, Saturday, and then into sunny. High pressure is dominating weather on all day, sitting over the country. You'd expect an increasing risk of frost and fog. Notice by Sunday, this time next week, high pressure is just starting to show signs of trying to reach up towards Greenland. There is a little bit of a ridge beginning to form around Greenland and Iceland. It's not there at that point, but up to then anyway, probably getting colder, you know, with frost and fog, an increasing sort of concern. Right, so that's as far as I get to with that one. Let's have a look at the GFS then, and we'll see what that's showing. This is the GFS 12Z. Again, starting on Wednesday, high pressure building to our south, pushing northwards. That will be bringing quite a lot of dry weather with it, of course, through the second half of the week. Initially, this is a mild ridge, but as it's coming up from the south, it got like southwesterly winds wrapped around it. But as this high pressure sits right over top of the country going into the end of the week, and next weekend, that's when we would expect conditions to become colder. The skies should clear, and that means that at night the heat will very quickly radiate out into space, and we should start to generate frost and fog. I would have thought from around Thursday night onwards, but particularly so into next weekend. It's a very intense winter anticyclone that's sitting here at 1,040 millibars, big old area of high pressure. Now, as we go to next weekend, notice that high pressure is trying to ridge northwards. So again, we see the high pressure trying to push north to Iceland and Greenland. There's a big old cold blast that's plunging down into northern and northeastern Europe there, with this area of low pressure bringing some very cold air into the northeast. We're not into that at this point. We're still under a relatively warm ridge, but warm aloft with the ridge, but down on the surface again, frost and fog will be an increasing concern. Now we're moving up towards Christmas with the GFS. That high pressure still continues to sit there, still bringing lots of dry but cold weather with an increasing risk of frost and fog as we go towards day 10. So that's day 10, which is 22nd of December, still under a large ridge of high pressure, still mostly dry, but cold with an increasing frost and fog risk. Now we're moving towards Christmas. Where's that high going to go? Can we get that high pressure to Scandinavia? You see, orbital is trying to ridge north, but just not quite able to pull it off. But you can see how the yellow and green clusters extend north. That tells us that this high pressure is trying desperately to reach north. It wants to go north, which is something a little bit unusual for high pressure to do that. Generally, high pressure will kind of sit over and to the south of us, particularly so in winter. So this tells us that, you know, things are a little bit abnormal, I think, with the atmospheric centre at the moment. Now, that's Christmas Day, so we're still under the area of high pressure then, so still mostly dry, cold, and increasing chance of frost and fog. That does look like it will probably be a cold Christmas an anticyclone. Now, after Christmas, look what happens with this high pressure. It finally gets up to Scandinavia. So this is Boxing Day, when we begin to set in an easterly wind. And as we go beyond that into like the closing days of December, so after Christmas, 27th of December, we are then pulling in a proper easterly wind, and that's a cold easterly as well that's pushing in across the country. That will bring snow showers, particularly to southern and eastern, southeastern parts of the country. That high pressure is up to the northwest, so the driest weather is in the north. That is a prolonged cold spell that is setting up there. The high pressure is sort of reaching back down over the country, killing off any snow showers by 28th of December, but, you know, that's a very long way out. That is a prolonged cold spell that is setting up from Christmas with that. Have a look at the upper air temperatures when those winds get into the east, and we do see like deep cold pool sitting to our east and northeast, of course. So pull the wind into the east, we start to bring that -10 Celsius iceberg across the North Sea and into England and Wales in particular. So this pattern, England, Wales and southern southeast areas are actually colder than Scotland and Northern Ireland and northern and western areas. And yeah, finishing up really cold, you know, with -10 Celsius iceberg through the country there by the 28th of December. So just going to show the potential here. If we do get that wind into the east via Scandinavian high, we can see what the potential is. This is how the GM12Z is looking. Again, high pressure building up from the south as we go through the next few days. That will bring a lot of dry weather with it, and big old area of high pressure sitting right over top of the country into the weekend, and then on into the following weeks, so running up towards Christmas, still with that high pressure over the country. Frost and fog, a definite concern. Again, by day 10, we see that the high pressure is trying to reach northwards. Not yet, you know, over Scandinavia, but, you know, we're dry and cold at this point with frost and fog, but it's where that high pressure is going that is very, very interesting. Icon looks like this. So this gets to 180 hours. Let's have a quick look at that one then. Again, all much of the muchness through the second half this week, with high pressure taking over across the country, and that high pressure will be dominating into next weekend as well, bringing, yes, an increasing risk of frost and fog. Maybe that will not reaching quite as far north as some of the output over the weekend. As far as we get to Icon, then the last one we can look at is ECMWF, which should be finished updating now. If you've enjoyed this video, please can you smash your like button, make sure you're subbed to the channel. Thank you so much, everybody, for doing that, and drop a comment. Let us know what you think about this and all of our videos. This is how the ECM12Z is looking. It's just updated as we've been talking. So again, on Wednesday, high pressure is building up from the south. That high pressure turns into a significant, you know, area of high pressure right over top country by the end week at 1040. Millibars bring increased risk of frost and fog. High pressure then stays in control into weekend. It is trying to reach northwards. In fact, it does reach northwards by the start of the following week. This Monday, 20th of December. That high pressure is reaching northwards to sit between Iceland and Scotland. Cold air is plunging in Scandinavia. We're on the periphery of that at that point. Where does high pressure go after that? That's how it looks as we get to day 10, which is Wednesday the 22nd of December, and that high pressure is more or less still just to our north, so it's still just about on the periphery of the cold with that, but it's preaching, you know, there will be frost and fog with that, of course. And that's how the upper air temperature look. Actually, they're quite cold. We haven't got the -5 Celsius iceberg through the country then. -10 is like into Germany, and just from Germany into the Low Country is -10 Celsius iceberg. So the ECM12Z at day 10 is actually quite cold. Probably that would be enough to produce some snow showers down eastern coastal areas anyway. And of course, if that high pressure goes any further north or any further northeast, let's say it goes to centre over Greenland or decides to go to Scandinavia, then we really do start putting some very cold weather potentially over Christmas. It looks very, very poised, this, to potentially produce a prolonged cold spell, I have to say, as we move towards and maybe beyond the Christmas period. Of course, it's only possibilities at the moment, so you're going to have to wait and see how this all plays out. But yeah, very interesting model output tonight. And we'll see what the model runs have to say tomorrow, of course. Right, that's your 12Z roundup. And again, so sorry having to cancel the live stream, everyone. But, you know, these short videos are so much easier for me to do when I'm feeling tired. So it's no problem to be able to do a quick 10-minute roundup video. But live streaming, when you don't feel too well, is a little bit taxing. So there we go. We'll see what the model data is showing tomorrow. And we'll be doing our 7 AM broadcast course tomorrow. We'll do a 10 to 14 there. There's a Christmas update coming up tomorrow as well. Yeah, just keep checking back to the channel for more. But for this little 12Z roundup, very interesting. Charles, I think you'll agree. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.